Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to do a paycheck to paycheck budget, and you guys, our electricity is out. And well, it went out yesterday. The maintenance people came today, which is Independence Day, and they're gonna get us a new unit tomorrow. So it's a whole thing. It's like mad hot, but there are a few things that I would like to get done, and then honestly I'm probably just gonna go out into the community until later and I guess just come back when my husband's back. I'm just gonna go hang out in like Hobby Lobby, Michael, where there's air, and then when my husband gets off work we will just be miserable together. But it's not like unbearable, but it is kind of like hot because it's just hot. So anyway, what we're doing today is a paycheck to paycheck budget, if I didn't say that already. So we're gonna do it over here, and the reason for this is because it is time for us to make our June debt payment, but the situation is we don't like to make the large June debt payment or that last debt payment until like of any given month until the next month, and normally around the first week when our first paycheck clears, if that makes sense. So as an example, I got paid for my full-time job. Well, I have it on here for Thursday because that's usually when we get paid, but we got paid Wednesday because today is Independence Day. So I got that check cleared and what have you. So therefore it's time to kind of see what all we can throw towards debt, and this will essentially count as our June debt payment. Really, it's our July debt payment if you want to be technical, because we're making it in July. But that's just like we accounted for it in June's budget, if that makes any sense. So just to make it clear, I don't have June's budget in here because I'm in a new planner, but essentially we waited until we got paid for July to go ahead and make that payment, which is actually what we do every month if you've been following us. So we will be, after I see what's what, we'll go ahead and go live and make that debt payment. So starting out, what we need to do is calculate our income and like what exactly we're working with. So currently what is in our main account is what? I didn't turn this on silent, my bad. How are we gonna do this? We'll do main $2,061.49, and then we also have, we'll call it our second account even though technically it's not. We also have $696.56. So let's add that up. 2061.49 plus 696.56. We have a little more. We have some more. We have one other. I think we have a little bit more in another account. So it's like it gets kind of tricky because people are Cash Apping me and Venmoing me and PayPaling me. So I find that I have money kind of everywhere, and I have to like try to compile it into one space. Yeah. So in PayPal, which I'm about to transfer that to one of these accounts, we have $14.37. So this is how much we have for disposable income. Everything else is not disposable, and it's in savings, and obviously we can't count that because we can't be taken from savings to pay for debt. So plus 1437 equals $2,772.42. So essentially though, you guys, this budget is going to go from basically today up until basically the 18th, and here's why. The reason for this is because we have the income that we get from our full-time jobs is more it's less variable than money that we get from YouTube and Etsy and all of that. So it's more dependable, less variable, you know, more fixed. So therefore, that's kind of what we budget off of, and we don't really try to budget off of these other income sources because they are just too wishy-washy. So therefore, the budget technically has to be from the 4th until the 18th. That would mean we would be skipping out on any like coaching sessions that people book. If they book that, then we do with that money whatever we need to do with it. If we get paid from Etsy, that'll be great. We can kind of do with that money what we need to do with it. We can kind of rearrange things. And the check for my husband's full-time job, that isn't counted either because that goes straight to savings because we save all of my husband's income. And that is for various reasons, to include a house and all kinds of stuff. Like we basically, it's like a large sinking fund slash regular savings slash house down payment stuff. So anyway, that is why we will not count that. And the reason for this, even though it's even sometimes kind of confusing for me, is because I know that there are probably people out there who have, you know, just they're freelancers or hairstylists or, you know, have some type of occupation where they get paid more regularly, and it is kind of stressful, but you really just got to sit down and work it out. So that's kind of why I do these videos. I know, you know, not everybody will be able to relate. So let's go ahead and start by listing out our bills because those are most important. So the first one I already know off the top is going to be rent slash water slash pest control. That was a lot. And we'll put that amount, which is $837. Should be $837. That will be coming out any day now. Along with that is cable slash internet. This takes forever to come out. Like it's due on the 3rd. It doesn't clear until, I mean, every bit of like the 6th or the 7th. And that is, we'll just go in here. We got these two. I just listed this one first because this is going to surely come out tomorrow, and this one probably won't. 110.72. 110.72. And then what other bill? Oh, this is my favorite week. This has always been, we used to have like a credit card due on the 13th or something, or the 10th or something. But once we eliminated all of our credit card debt, that kind of freed up that week for no debt payments or what have you. I mean, no bills at all. So that makes me happy. Now, the catch is our electricity bill is probably going to be due around the 17th, even though they'll actually probably text me the exact amount any minute now, probably around like a 10 or 11. That's normally when I get it. But I know that it's going to be somewhere around like 225, maybe somewhere around there. So we do need to, I'm not going to budget for that. I'm not going to budget for electricity and for gym fees or for this, because this gym fee would come out of this payday. So I'm not going to budget for those. And the reason why is because currently I have about $300 coming my way from Etsy, and that would come on the 8th. Because I choose to get paid every Monday. I could even withdraw it today if I wanted to, which it would hit tomorrow. But you can withdraw the payments, your checks, your money, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want. I just choose to do mine weekly. So because I know it's about $300, and this is going to be, you know, the 225 plus 20 plus 20 is going to be less than the 300. I'm not going to budget for, I'm not going to include that in income, nor will I include these bills in our expenses over here, because I know that that will cover those three things. So we're not going to do that, which makes this a little bit easier because at this point we have just already budgeted for all of our bills, which would just be rent and water, cable slash internet. So let's see how much that leaves us. So we still have the balance up here. That would leave us $837 minus 837 minus 110.72. That would leave us a remaining of $1,824.70. And then moving back over here, so what's going to happen, so we don't have any Independence Day plans or anything like that. We were thinking of possibly riding to Charlotte on the 6th on Saturday to go meet up with friends and go to dinner and stuff. That's not like set in stone, and honestly with this air conditioner situation, that is kind of top priority, and we haven't like confirmed that we're going to do that or anything, so we're not going to include that because it's not quite a priority as it relates to this. But I am getting my hair done tomorrow, and it is going to be $110 for the second part of it. And I'd probably leave maybe like a $10 tip. Whenever I'm getting certain hairstyles like braids and stuff, I don't really feel a strong need to leave a tip, only because I feel like it's already overcharged. But I will still probably do so. So we're going to go ahead and hit it with expenses. And the first one is going to be hair, which is $120. And then haircut, because my husband claims he's going to get a haircut for, it depends on where he goes, but like the maximum is $20. And then what else do we have going on? And I'm just going off of memory. We haven't been invited to like a cookout. We're not cooking out, so I'm not quite sure that that's going to be a thing for us. No, that's probably not going to be a thing for us today. So the next one would be, the next expense would be let's see, it would probably be, I do need gas when I return to work on Monday or Tuesday, when I return to work on Tuesday, so that's going to be something that we need to be mindful of. Let's see, and groceries, gas and groceries, those are like the everyday types of things. And then we're going to Savannah here, so I'll need 2 full tanks to get to and from work, and then we'll need to budget for 2 grocery runs. So I'm going to do gas at 40. That's about 2 full tanks for me. And I'm going to do groceries at, let's see, I went at the beginning of the month. That was about 100. So I would say probably I could get away with spending, I buy a lot of fruit. I love fruit. Probably 75 a week. So I'm going to do 150 for groceries. And then over here, I'm actually going to do a Savannah budget because we are going to Savannah, Georgia. And let's see. Let me go ahead and do this. Minus 120, minus 20, minus 40, minus 150 equals 149,470. And then our Savannah, Georgia budget will be I already booked the Airbnb and the boat cruise technically, so really outside of that it would be food, gas, and maybe like miscellaneous. So I'm going to budget for food. Brunch is included on the boat cruise, so that leaves dinner and then brunch for the next day. So I'm going to do 120. Gas is going to be, I'm going to do 25 to be on the safe side. It's going to be 1 full tank. And then miscellaneous, I'll do, that's 145 so far. I'll do 25. Okay, so let's get that total. So I'm just going to copy this so we can come back to it. So we need to get this total. And that is 120 plus 25 plus 25, 170. Okay, and then we will subtract that from here. So we'll do, I mean, I should have did that here, but whatever. We'll just do trip expenses, 170. And that will bring our remaining, which will be our final remaining, to ew, that does not show up pretty here. So we need to put that back and then subtract 170, which gives us a remaining balance of $1,324.70. So essentially, our debt payment can and will be probably $1,300, give or take. Kind of depends on when we make it and if any other income has come in. Like if I get, which it could possibly totally be a thing. I normally get paid from one of my affiliate marketing, some work that I do with that particular company at the beginning of the month, and I'm due $260 from them. So like, let's say that takes place today or tomorrow, which probably not today because today is a holiday. Let's say that takes place tomorrow, then we could tack that on there. And then the debt payment, like if it happens on Friday or Saturday, if we get paid, if I get that money on Friday or Saturday, or if some people book some coaching sessions or what have you, then we could essentially make like a larger payment. So anyway, roughly $1,300 we will be putting towards the student loans this week. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. And I mean, I could technically make the payment now, but I'm going to wait for my husband to get home, talk it over with him, show him our budget, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Because I was thinking about getting my eyebrows done, but that's like $15. So that wouldn't really mess this up too much. I've been signed up to do a no buy July. So I am committing to that. I'm on day 3, I believe. No, day 4. I'm on day 4. Obviously, I'm on day 4. But I've completed 3 days of not spending any money on any non-necessity type of stuff. So with that being said, I think that will be a thing. So as of right now, a minimum of $300. But if I get paid the money from the company, or if we bring in any additional income or something like that, then we may shoot for a higher amount. So anyway, this is my paycheck to paycheck budget. And like I said, technically this runs from the 4th to the 18th. The cool thing is though, if we weren't putting money towards debt, then that could be like saving. So that would be like super excited to be saving that amount of money, you know, on top of our other savings. But we are trying to get rid of my husband's student loans by the end of the year. So that is kind of what we have going on. This is the YouTube payday, and it'll be an Etsy payday. So probably I might come back around here, not around the 18th, because it makes no sense. I mean, I could do a paycheck to paycheck budget, but I'd rather just wait until I got that YouTube payday, because it's like one of my larger checks, actually the largest check that I get from like my side hustles and such each month. So I may wait for that and come back and possibly do another paycheck to paycheck budget just to see what our July debt payment should and will look like. So that is it for this video. Let me just like hold this up for a second because I feel like I was kind of far away, but I didn't want to be too zoomed in. So this is the math that I was working out if you needed to see it a little bit more closely. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy your 4th. This video will probably go up tomorrow. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.